once again forgetting to unmute the microphone. Hello everybody! Welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream, where today we are finishing our adventure through War-Torn. Which, the title screen's all torn up now, it's just War-Orn, Part 2. This is, for those who need a refresher, a late 90s ZZT RPG that was pretty well received. Earth is at war with itself, but it turns out aliens are orchestrating the whole thing. And we are playing as Kyle, who discovered this, and Anne, who also is now aware of this. And we just got captured by the aliens because we know too much. That's a nice cliffhanger for the end of File 1, so now we're gonna wrap things up and see if we can, save humanity or not. We'll find out. Also, there's music now on the title screen. Well, I guess that's it. A flashy injury on the title screen and a short little tune. Now you have to enter our password, which is very polite and not just giving you a billion false choices, since you can just edit the game if you really want. Ours was BDE. There we go. So that should give us, yes, we've got our lightning and fire spells. I believe torches were medkits. We have significantly less ammo. I don't recall how much we had, but it was a pretty good amount. Oh no, that's right, it all got taken away anyways. Anyway, here we are. We ended up in a place like none other I'd ever seen. It was a brightly colored, sparkly clean room with 2 purple areas on the floor. And I reached standing on one of these, and it was obvious that they were teleporters, the kinds which Earth scientists thought not to be possible. What in the world? I know, creepy. I knew my story was cliche before, but this is just ridiculous. What are we going to do now? They'll kill us. No, they want to bring us here just to see us die. Well, we can't just stand here. There's a door. Come on. So the security is pretty lax. We just get free reign of the ship, I guess. We're here in the pod room. Or no, we're in the teleporter room. The pod room is locked. This is not a brightly colored room by any stretch of the imagination, but sure. Please report to the Grey Door, humans. So the things could speak English. Maybe they were more human than I had ever thought. They're being polite. They're helping us out. Let's not listen to them though right away. Let's okay. Kyle wants to listen to the aliens. Alright, let's meet our new rulers, I guess. They put on what looked like a gas mask and then began speaking English. It was definitely a translating device, another innovation of their race. Greetings, humans. You've been brought here to become the subject of several tests, which... Tests? What do you want with us? I don't think they can understand what we're saying. We'd need one of those translator things. 2 years ago, we performed these tests on the female. A human of the opposite gender is needed to complete them. The reason you have both been chosen above all others is because of your extraordinary abilities. We, the Figments, knew of this long before your life was challenged by members of our species. Your success rate further validated our assumptions. Now lie down on the beds. The testing is about to begin. Alright, Kyle. Let's see if you're still going to cooperate. Okay, we are going to continue cooperating. Time to get experimented on. Could almost fade to black. And another dream sequence. Is this one also going to blind us? Yes. And I actually forgot to launch CavEdit. Well, I didn't forget. I was like, I don't need to. Well, I guess I don't actually have to have it open to do this. Enjoy the blue screen. You may not know it yet, but your actions will change everything. Strong, you are a leader, and good luck. Thank you, whoever that was. When I woke up, I noticed that something was wrong. The room was still and quiet. Next to a machine lay the bodies of the 3 Figments which had spoken to me and Anne earlier. They had most likely been electrocuted, for a wire connected to a large box was broken and emitting sparks. So, luckily for us, they happened to die in a freak accident. However, Anne is still unconscious, and we need to enter the passcode to wake her up. She's just, there on a table. Not like a machine or anything. Anyways, Anne is out of the picture for basically the rest of the game. Sorry to any Anne fans. We know she's beautiful. But this is all about Kyle now. It's Kyle's turn to shine. I'm sure she'll be okay. What else we got in here? Buttons. Yeah, blank screen. Nothing important. Some spooky atmospheric music. And now we can start exploring. Although most of the doors are very much locked. But you know, you can just stick your hand in a hole and find some keys. Look at that, 2 keys, 2 holes. You can see Earth from here, but I've chosen not to depict it. This is a nice board, though. Big old Kirby-looking UFO. Get to explore a little more. Go to the right. The box room. A typical storage room. Most of the things here were probably junk, but it's possible that something useful might turn up. Maybe we can find some magic dust. We can find some wet, sticky stuff. There it is. The magic dust. Weapons not made for humans. I'm curious what that means because the Figments seem pretty humanoid shaped. Samples of blood in a box. Human organs in a box. First aid kit in a box. Purple key in a box. Lots of good boxes. Food box. Strange writing box. And a few which we'll never get to see. Uh-oh. We are not alone here. Small metallic balls littered the floor, and one of the Figments was standing by a table. I was sure it would try to kill me, or at least bring me back to the autopsy room. Instead, it made a dash back to the table. Looks like it hit a security button of some sort. To summon a big old robot. Okay. Yeah. The usual set of attacks here. Staff, charge, shoot, lightning, fire, and cure. Let's see if my luck holds out. I don't want to go right to spells just yet, because I think magic is going to be in tight supply. Same with ammo. So far, so good. So far, so good. The old north-south charge. Let's... Hang on, how come I don't have an option for my medkits? Is cure magic or medkit? I don't think I actually had to use a medkit. Okay. All that for a net gain of 1. Okay, let's panic lightning. Oh well. I have died. We're just gonna play the random numbers game. And that's not a random number I like. Better random numbers, please. Random numbers. That does a lot of damage. Weak to bullets? We'll never know. Unfortunately, the lack of Anne really ups the difficulty here. Okay. Now we can win this. There we go. Saved our bullets and everything. We got special glasses and magic dust. What could be better? Now we get to leave through the cutscene. That's so weird that you don't actually get to explore that board. That room. Box room. Alright, well. First thing I noticed when I entered this room was an unusually large Figment. He seemed to be suspended in a large glass structure. However, I could feel his red eyes watching me as I walked past him. I believe this is the war-torn equivalent of the Tyrant from Resident Evil. Oh, look, very Resident Evil. Here's the slide projector on the UFO. Projector displayed some writing on the screen across the room. Using the glasses which I had taken from the Figment I had killed, the words became clear. General Vance. 5 years ago, we destroyed many great cities across the planet Earth. Just as we had planned, this caused the humans to fight amongst themselves, each country suspecting that it had been the actions of one of their rival countries. Now that the humans have nearly destroyed themselves, it is time to take action. Annihilator robots are to be released as soon as possible. As soon as this last blow is struck, we will have complete control of Earth. Good luck. We are counting on you. Lord Sith. So the Figments were the cause of all the destruction. They had to be stopped while there was still time. On the inside, I could see what looked like the Figment's food stash. Not very pleasant. Or I could also see a green key. Sure. Oh, we can't blind ourselves. Alright, you stay in there, please. And now for the UFO's art gallery. Pictures on the walls were all made up of different shades of a single color. The picture at the end of the hall looked much different, though, and what looked like a safe was built in next to it. It's a picture of a rainbow on the alien Conqueror spaceship. That's a rainbow. So you can probably have guessed this just by... Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be the cyan first. It's the puzzle that everything uses. This is also actually vaguely reminiscent of the Resident Evil 1 puzzle. Interesting influence, but I'm really seeing it. Okay. Now that we've solved that brilliant challenge. Yeah, nobody seems worried or aware that, like, several of them have died. Both in a freak accident and escaped prisoners. Oh, we get to recycle this board that I liked. And still more of this. Game's unfortunately not all that great to look at this point. The artboards are still decent enough, like the UFO shot, but just the general gameplay is really just straight to the point. There's no detail whatsoever. I looked around, I couldn't help thinking of the room with all the pictures. 6 objects, each a different color, littered the floor. The only way through is backwards. Wow. Challenge. And we get our next key. Yeah, ZZT or fatigue is probably a good way to do it. Admittedly, this is still preferable to cliffhanger ending. Kyle and Ann are captured by the aliens, and you'll never find out what happens to them ever. Uh-oh. This room reminded me of the room with the suspended Figment. In one part was a large picture of a creature of some sort. John is stuck, and the screen is broken. Annihilator design. Oh, we can close up. Look at that monstrosity. Though slightly awkward and simple in design, the creature or robot pictured here probably had incredible power. It and others were to destroy the Earth. And we get a choice of rooms, actually. Today's been a green kind of day. Staircase led downwards to the dark area of this room. Who knew what was down there? Is this the same room? That's a bit disappointing. Species detected, human. Retrieving data. White key can only be retrieved after questions are answered. What is the name of our leader? Alright. See, they got some security after all. It's just really bad. What's the name of the ship's leader? Captain Radstint. General Wonton. Who are you? Well... Yes. Ooh. Pardon? Welcome, wizard. I've been instructed to teach you a new spell, Nuclear Spirit. Use it wisely and take this key. That's right, I passed the test. Well, I didn't think I was gonna have to bust open Caveat, but now I want to really fast. Just to make sure. It helps to be in the right folder. If you don't say... your name... Okay, that's actually even funnier. It's not a matter of getting the cool spell or not. It's just, you have not been permitted to access this room. Only the wizard is allowed to. Please leave immediately. So if somebody asks if you're a wizard, you say yes. Oh no, you're right. When did I hit that button? Well, that's why it's all in text. And we are way stronger than this Annihilator, apparently. I mean, I know we gotta see Nuclear Spirit. Well, at this rate, if we use Lightning, we won't be able to use Nuclear Spirit. Let's Nuclear Spirit. Get ready to miss. Glorious. Well, at least the Annihilator can do something right. I'm not missing with Nuclear Spirit. That's... How do you miss with that? Alright, that was like half their health. Let's try to do this legit. Is not gonna be easy. Ooh, okay. This looks actionable. I will save here. Use one of my few bullets. See how good our army can do against them. Pretty decent, it looks like. Alright, all I have to do is not miss. All I have to do is not get hit. Pile. Okay, save the bullets. Bonk him on the head. Get that green blood out. There we go. I had defeated one of the head Figments and his Annihilator guard. In a final attempt to help his race, this Figment on the brink of death frantically pushed a few more buttons on his keyboard before expiring. The monitor displayed 2 messages. Ship's self-destruct sequence has been activated. The pod room doors are now open. Please proceed to them now. Ship will explode in 60 seconds. Annihilator release sequence has been activated. Urlos will be launched from the ship in 30 seconds. The sequence can be aborted. And there was Anne. I guess that she was still unconscious in the autopsy room. The fate of myself, the Earth, and Anne was resting in my hands. Oh boy, okay. Gonna make a save there. Okay, password. RDE. That sounds important. I don't remember which room was which. Well, that's gonna make it easy. Well, that's... Oh no! Oh! That one's a tough one. Oh, I don't have Anne if I go this way. Yeah, sure does. Well, who needs Anne? So actually one of the cool things about this game is there are a couple of endings here. Whether or not you save Anne and whether or not you stop the Annihilators or not. So this is going to be the worst ending here. Good scrolling effects. Less good explosion. I'm just chilling in my pod. Should have felt lucky to escape, but at this second the Annihilators were waging war on Earth. I knew then that I could never return to my planet. Besides that, Anne was gone, still aboard the ship when it blew up. I would never forget her, and I felt somewhat guilty for her death. My only choice now is to try and find a new place to live. A place that's inhabitants would treat others with a respect not often found on Earth. A better place. The end. We'll get to that afterwards. Okay, let's do slightly better. Oh, well, was this before I searched? Okay. Good call. I don't think that set a flag, actually, because we have 3 spells. Not you, not you. Boy, this is gonna be a tough way out. Damn. Okay. Her passcode. And sat up with a jolt. It was a relief to see her conscious again. Kyle, what's going on? Come on, quick. No time to explain. This ship is gonna explode. Oh, God. And can this stop the invasion? I guess so. Press the red button. Annihilator launch sequence deactivated. Self-destruct sequence still active. This was a partial relief to me. There's still the matter of getting off the ship alive, though. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge with this setup. Yeah. Okay. I do like that the timer is frantic enough that you kind of really do just run for it and have to actually like stop and think which of these identical doors is the important door. Okay. What if I press the green button? Oh. I mean, I guess it's already going. Okay, this is looking a little better. I guess I could have went all out with that magic. There's not much to file, too, huh? There we go. Told Anne the events of what had taken place while she was unconscious. We were both glad to be alive. So basically, we've saved Earth from utter destruction. But the wars are still going on. With the Annihilators destroyed, those Figments might just give up trying to conquer our planet. If that's the case, the wars might die off after a few years or so. Think anyone will believe us? What happened to us? Not a chance. At least we'll have a good story to share with our kids. The end. Scully C. Super Mario RPG 64, ZZT Wizard. Good names. Thanks to Swim Sweeney, Tim Sweeney, Alexis Jansen, Exabot, 4 torn demo players. Promotion, many beta testers. Thanks to Final Fantasy VII for getting me interested in RPGs. Finally, thank you for taking the time to download and play this game. The end. That's the good ending. Let's things here. Okay, Anne is for saving Anne. Let's get rid of Anni. Let's see what happens if we save Anne, but don't stop the invasion. So that'd be alive, but those Annihilators are waging war on Earth even as we speak. You're right. We can never return. The only thing we can do now is try to find a new place to live. You think there are such places that would accept us into their societies? Possibly. But even if there aren't, at least we have each other. Romantic. And our last one, it would be stopping the invasion, but not rescuing Anne. It saved Earth from utter destruction. The Annihilators would have completely overrun it, had it not been for me. Still, Anne had died when the ship exploded. I couldn't help feeling responsible for her death. Perhaps the Figments would stop trying to enslave the Earth after finding out about my actions. Wars would probably die off after a few years. No one would believe my story, but many would have given anything to have seen such an adventure. Yeah, he's very optimistic about finding another place to live. So, I mean, this is the first contact scenario in this world for humanity, so unless he's gonna find out about a lot of other inhabitable planets real fast, it's probably not gonna go so well. That's it for War Torn. Fun game. Had a sequel planned. Since the stream's only been going on for like a little more than half an hour, I think we should check it out. This is Ruined World, the sequel to War Torn. It's a pretty brief demo. There's not a ton here. It's mostly setting things up and learning which ending was canon. Most exciting part of all. Not one of the good ones. 20 years ago, all of Earth's major cities were destroyed by an unknown source. Each nation had a reason for war, we've heard this. The beings which had destroyed our cities, called Figments, had our planet at its weakest. They saw their chance, and with the use of powerful Annihilator robots, were able to practically destroy human civilization. Only a mere 1,000 humans or so escaped into a series of hidden caverns away from whatever might be outside. But perhaps we weren't as hopeless as we thought. Ruined World, the sequel to War Torn. This is also a 1998 joint adventure. We don't actually know. We're never going to hear anything about Kyle or Anne, so unfortunately. My name is Chris. I was born 1 year before the Annihilators attacked. It was assumed that my mother and father were killed. My brother Joseph and I were brought to these caverns by a neighbor of ours, whom I still visit occasionally. The conditions by which the surviving humans had to live weren't very good, although some effort had been made to brighten the place up. Still, people couldn't live like this forever. Something had to be done, and soon. Shelves hold nearly all of my personal possessions, including a really nice gun. Again, I don't know how old we're supposed to be, but you can definitely figure it out, because this was 1 year before the Annihilators, and I think the intro for part 1 said 5 years ago is when humanity went to war. So I think, yeah, 16. And all we own appears to be a gun. And possibly this lamp. There's a lot of these lamps, though. I think they're community lamps. But I do like the lighting effect. Look at that lamp. It's lighting up the wall. Beautiful. Anyways, sad to say that the weird wizard guy in the caverns in the first games apparently had the right idea. As soon as I left my room, I noticed my neighbor and girlfriend, Jennifer, standing out in the large hall. She was probably waiting for me. There you are, Chris. You must have slept late, because I've been waiting here for a while now. Sorry to keep you waiting, Jen. Oh, it's alright. I had nothing better to do anyway. I admired Jennifer's loyalty. She was a great girl, and I was lucky to have her. By the way, have you seen Joseph around anywhere? He was gone when I got up. No, not since last night, when you two went back to your room. I don't know, he told me he had something important to do the next morning, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. His face. It looked pretty serious, even more so than usual. I wonder what the hell he's up to. If I know your brother, it can't be too good. Remember the time he kept on insisting that we should catch our own food to add to the meals we're already given? Yeah, he can be pretty strange sometimes. I say we should go look for him. Sounds fine to me. Without having a clue where Joseph was or what he was going to do, we set off to find my older brother. However, we would also find out about his shocking cause. So here's our neighbors. That's ominous. So we got disappearing people and generic lamps and lamp stands. The orphanage in which Joe, Jen, and I lived had only 12 rooms split into 3 hallways, each branched off from the main hallway which I was standing in at the moment. One led upstairs, one downstairs, and one stayed at ground level. It was an awfully strange design, but somehow it worked. This main hallway was where residents often got together, played games of different sorts, and sometimes just talked. Oh look, my friend Kate's over there. I'll ask her if she's seen any strange-looking characters walk by. Check out the cool lamps. Hi, Kate. Hey, Jenny, what's up? My boyfriend seems to have, lost his brother. Now wait just a second here. Anyways, he's blonde, sometimes gets this weird look on his face. Oh, you mean Joseph? Yeah, he went by here a while ago, sort of in a hurry. Thanks. Great, Chris, still nothing we don't know. It's up to us to save humanity. We can't really go a lot of places. Ooh, we can stay on the top floor. Don't mind my military-crazed brother. Okay, he is threatening to shoot us. Extra bright lamp. I love the lamp descriptions. Lots of good effort. But yeah, sure enough, they're not all great lamps. Completely busted. Love to play cards. That is all humanity can do anymore. Play cards and manufacture a lamp. Outside of the buildings, you couldn't find much besides dank, dark caverns. It was pretty bleak, but unfortunately, there was no way out of them. Is this a street lamp? It is. A cave-in? It would probably take days for this boulder to be removed or destroyed. All you could do is hope that Joe wasn't trapped somewhere on the other side. Another route would have to be taken. So there's our plot point. Just a big old boulder. We need a hammer. We've got a hospital. Joe probably wouldn't have ventured into the nearby hospital, but it was worth a look. Sure, why not? Excuse me. Did a guy named Joseph pass through here? Let me see. No, it's not in our recent records. There was one guy who came through just a few minutes ago, saying he needed a doctor immediately. I just let him go right in. You can't see him now, though. Doctors upstairs are probably operating on him. Well, what do we do now? Guess we could... Shut up. What did you just say? Stupid kids. I ought to kill you both! Chris, he's crazy. Well, just get away from us. That's it. You're both gonna die. In the hospital lobby. The receptionist just watches this unfold. Crazy Man appears to have the most health of anything in this series. So watch out. And we no longer have our nuclear blast attack. The typical RPG battle. I think it's pretty much the same. Regular attacks, charging. Depending on the... Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh, no, that's just the RNG being explained. Look for more cool attacks and stuff in the full version. So we don't have any ammo for a gun. Was I able to pick that up? Well, I guess we got a bat. And Jennifer's got a knife, so we're pretty set, honestly. Swinging that knife, as one does. Alright, well, we just attacked somebody in a hospital with a bat and a knife. And they did nothing in response. So we're just gonna continue, I guess. Okay, now he's fighting back. It's not as exciting in the sequel. This is nothing new. I'm really surprised he didn't, like, just include a spell or anything. Something to give this a little purpose. As it is, this is about as bare bones as it can be, other than showing that, apparently, we are extremely powerful with our knife and bat combo. Oh, I just missed something. Ah, okay, this guy's not going down. I got to watch it in my own live stream preview. It's not going down. We have to kill this man. We can't. Okay. Never mind. I take it all back. We've got to use our limit break. I don't think we're gonna spare him. Okay, well. Critical hit. What did I just do? I felt the surge of power, and then wham, it was incredible. I haven't got a clue. Nice work, you two. Well, here's Joseph. And the human population drops into the three-digit numbers. Oh my god, what have we done? The guy attacked us first. I don't even think he's dead. Follow me. We don't have time to get involved in this. Wait, we can't just leave him. What kind of mission are you on anyway? Look, just come with me. I'll explain everything to you. Fine. Hey, get back there. Okay, so... No, we did attack first. He confronted us. But I picked baseball bat before I got attacked. Art is about the same overall. Joseph was tall and muscular, although he always seemed a bit awkward. Still, at only 2 years older than me, he was much more of a leader than anyone else I knew. As promised, I'll explain everything to you two. Look, have you ever wondered what's outside of these caverns? Because I'm gonna find out. Joseph, you meathead! Even if you were able to find a way out of these caverns, something would probably kill you on the spot. I wasn't planning on doing any real exploring. One peek outside is all I want. Haven't you ever wanted to see what the sun looks and feels like? I have. After all, Chris and I have been living in these caverns since we were only 1 year old. Well, I've wondered too, I guess. Well, there's just no way out of here. Of course, we don't know that for sure. Right. So why haven't you told anyone about your plan? And what the hell were you doing in the hospital? I just wanted this to be sort of a secret. I mean, if word got out that there was actually a way out of these caverns, who knows what people would try to do? Good point. Path leading south was blocked by a huge boulder, and I knew that there was a tunnel on the other side of the hospital. Well, guess that explains everything. I guess I'll join you. Jen, you in too? Sure. Then we'll get going, right after I get my stuff. Yes, please get that gun. And that's it. Left wondering what will happen next? Yes. Find out in the full version of Ruined World, coming early 1999 from Madguy and Damage Inc. Features a completely new plot, more realistic characters than before, lots of new music, improved RPG battles, 100 plus boards, more detailed graphics. Actually, now I'm very curious, how many boards is War Torn 1? It is... Actually, it does break 100, so... that's about par for the course, then. Remember to read War Torn 2 demo.txt and start preparing for the new chapter in the War Torn saga. I don't think there's, like, any pertinent information. Yeah, okay. The only thing of note in this text file is, note, a couple of weeks after I started working on this game, I purchased Interplay's excellent RPG, Fallout. After playing for a few minutes, I said to myself, my god, this storyline is strikingly similar to Ruined Worlds. Anyway, if you've played Fallout, just try to ignore this factor. That's about all the info we get. It never happened. Me, as like a young child, though, was absolutely obsessed with War Torn. It was like my favorite ZZT game for the longest time. And at some point in like the early 2000s, I actually did email Madguy. I was like, hey, can I make War Torn 2? And he said, go for it. And I never did. I think like that random collection I have of just like tons of ZZT files accumulated over the years, I've got like my quote work in progress version, which is like a single extra board onto this demo. And then maybe another board with some text that's like, they'll go to the surface and something will happen. So, I didn't have any plans for this. I don't know what Madguy's actual plans were for this, but that's it for War Torn. After this is it just next game? Oop, I clicked the wrong link. I don't want 1998. I want Madguy's games. Last Adventure. Yeah, so after this, he did a demo for Next Game, as he called it, and then eventually gave up and released Next Game 33, which was 1/3 of what Next Game was supposed to be. And it wasn't all that great. The end. No moral. These days, though, he's still making games, and, you know, the whole reason we played this was for our poll for a professional game developers' old ZZT games. So, I had fun. This was fun to go back to. It's definitely goofier now, but as far as ZZT RPGs go, it moves fast enough, and it's not too overwrought compared to, I don't know, a certain time-traveling sci-fi series or anything. So, hopefully y'all had some fun with this as well. That is going to do it for now. I am not going to stream on Sunday. Crown Wars, yeah, also never got... It got an ending at, like, part 8, and people were like, we want more, what happens? And then it got more, and never got resolved at the end. No moral. Again, that's kind of the general theme of ZZT. But, anywho, Sunday I will not be streaming, because Monday I will be moving a good 300 miles or so away, and I'd really like to take that time to make sure I have everything packed and such. I also won't be streaming next Friday because I will be 300 miles away from here and taking advantage of the fact that my boyfriend also has that week off. So I'll be busy. After that, however, things should finally return to regular old normal schedules. Our usual Fridays and Sundays and actual regular updates on the museum for things. Like, I still didn't do my project update that I was supposed to do yesterday. I'm going to have to do that right now, actually. But that's it. We'll be back. I'll be back. Thank you all for watching, and see you next stream. Later.